একটা মহৎ উদ্দেশ্যকে লক্ষ্য করে আজকে বিশ্বে মানবতা যেভাবে লঙ্ঘিত হচ্ছে, আমরা প্যালেস্টাইনের ভাই বোনদের উদ্দেশ্যে ডেমনস্ট্রেশনের জন্য ওয়াশিংটন ডিসিতে রওনা হচ্ছি। আল্লাহ সুবহানাহু ওয়া তাআলা আমাদের রওনাকে কবুল করুক, বিভিন্ন বিবাদসংকুল পরিবেশ থেকে হেফাজত করে আমাদের আসল উদ্দেশ্য সফল হোক, এই কামনা আমাদের সবার ভিতরে থাকবে। একটু পর আমরা সবাই যখন খালি না এনে তো আমার একটা লাগবে।
Salam, brother. Are you going, brother? Okay. Inshallah, brother. Barakallah fikum. Dua for us, brother.
That was still like, it was up in
listen to the mic, don't listen to us. Tell them to listen to the mic. Free, free Palestine. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. Israel is a terrorist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakumullah khair, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. In the past 3 weeks, 250 plus Palestinians have been killed. 66 children. 66 children. Today, inshallah, many cultures, many faiths, many people are going to come together, and we are going to make dua and prayer and recite Quran for those that have passed. Our culture and our faith tells us that those who die in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are not dead. And we want to show their voices and their power and their justice tonight with these verses. Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروني ولا تكفرون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين. ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون. ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Determinations for the Palestinian people. Today's rally is for all the oppressed people across the globe who are united in anti-racist, anti-colonial, and anti-supremacist values. The simple truth is that Palestinian rights are human rights, and human rights are Palestinian rights. To their intimidations and baiting tactics that seeks to discredit our cause in the eyes of the masses. In closing, and above all else, my sisters and brothers, in solidarity, we must remain hopeful. We must understand and live the reality that the power is always with the people, and it is the people who decide who gets the power. Fight on! Let's win this! Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Palestine is our demand!
Palestine is our demand!
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen land!
Our next speaker is Phyllis Bennis with the Institute for Policy Studies and on the National Board of Jewish Voice for Peace. Give it up for Phyllis!
Beautiful sight on this historic place. This is a place where so many parts of our history of struggle and transformation have taken place. And we know that the discourse in this country is finally changing. The discourse to support Palestinian rights is finally coming closer. Fought for from these steps across this city and across this country. And the movements have gone global. You know, after George Floyd was murdered in Minnesota, the protests that engaged this country went global. And all over the world, we heard the cry, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And this month, when Gaza was burning, we heard Palestine will be free all over the world. Not only here, but all over the world.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! It is my honor to introduce our next speaker, the chairman of American Muslims for Palestine, Dr. We first need to begin with recognizing the land that we're standing on today. I speak today with the permission of the indigenous people of this land. And we recognize as Palestinians that we can't speak of Palestine without recognizing that we are on a stolen land. You cannot speak of settler colonialism in Palestine without recognizing what happened to the indigenous people in this land. Second, I speak to you today while recognizing that our black brothers who were brought to this country in the hulls of ships and continue to face the atrocities, the murders, the massacre, and just yesterday we were commemorating the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre. You cannot speak of Palestine without recognizing that the freedom, dignity, equality, and struggle of our black brothers and sisters are connected to Palestine.
That's right. That's right.
And understanding I'm going to conclude with the following. For us, we need to demand the following. 1, immediate, unconditional lifting of the siege on Gaza. Let me repeat, immediate, unconditional lifting of the siege on Gaza, because that is what international law requires. Second, we need to hold Israel accountable in the International Criminal Court. Netanyahu is a criminal, committed war crimes. We need to take Israel to the International Criminal Court. Third, we need the implementation of the 4 Geneva Conventions. Palestinians should be protected, not demonized. Lastly, as we see the New York Times finally put the pictures of Palestinians on the front page, the media, time and time again, have erased the Palestinians. And I will conclude with the following. The bullet of a police officer might kill a black person in the street. The bomb of Israel might destroy Al-Qawlaq family. We might see the destruction visited on the Palestinians, but that is one crime. But when the media erases the Palestinians, erases the blacks, erases Native Americans, erases Asians, it kills them in our consciousness. It kills them time and time again, that we begin to think of those who are victims to be the criminals and think of the criminals as being the victim. So we need to take the media into accountability and responsibility. No longer outragers is to be accepted. New York Times or other, you could speak about Fox, but the New York Times, CNN do the same thing time and time again. So we need to challenge the media narrative. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Akbar.
What do we want? I can't hear you. I said, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? No justice.
No good.
No justice.
No good.
No justice. No justice. No justice.
No peace.
Justice is our demand.
Justice is our demand.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Justice is our demand.
Justice is our demand.
No peace on stolen land.
Peace on stolen
Palestine. From Ferguson to Palestine. From Ferguson to Palestine. Killing people is a crime. Killing people is a crime. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Our next speaker is Dr. Mohsen Ansari, the president of ICNA and the chairman of the U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. Yes, the truth has prevailed and falsehood has been defeated, and the falsehood is supposed to be defeated. Now I want all of you at the back, front, side, raise your hand. Free, free. You see the guy that's talking right now? Free, free. Palestine. Raise your hands. Every one of you raise your hand. Free, free. Palestine. 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 My brothers and sisters, are these terrorists?
और इसराइल की फंडिंग और इस की जानी चाहिए। यहाँ पे बैनर उठाए गए हैं जहाँ पे इसराइल मुखालिफ नारे।
No. This brother Rabbi, wise.
Demolition make the way as Israeli police sides. We must out of the Shalom and Sheikh Jerusalem. activists are gathered in our nation capitals, demanding that we stop funding occupation in Palestine. Thank you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Free Palestine! Long live Palestine! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! Palestine is our demand!
Palestine is our demand!
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen land!
Palestine is our demand!
Palestine is our demand!
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen land!
Because Israel is a threat to all of us on these streets. Because so long as there is Israeli colonization and Israeli apartheid and Israeli genocide and Israeli repression, we risk the resurrection of apartheid in Palestine. Tired! Are you here?
Free Palestine!
Biden was alive when his government was negotiating the release of Palestinian assets that were stolen by Israel. Biden was alive when this government was negotiating, and I want you to remember this, was negotiating the release of Palestinians that were held as
Behind the banner, stay behind
Behind the banner, behind the banner. If you are not wearing a volunteer shirt, you need to be behind the banner, all right? Oh, guys, I know we're all excited. I know we're all ready. I got that same energy, guys. Let's keep it up.
Behind the banners, behind the banners. Everybody behind the banners.
Please go behind the banner!
Anybody holding the banner, step up.
If you are not holding a banner, please go behind them!
Everybody behind the banners. Listen to the volunteers. Stay behind the banners.
Hold it.